Yeah. Hold on, not yet though. Not yet though. Big numbers. Big numbers. That's a big number. Big number. Big number.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, now invite you. No, I'm not rejecting. Are you ready?
Get ready.
Maybe. Did I say I am? That's a good record. Oh, 4 and 12. Wait, what? 4 and 12.
This be the green light. Go. Time burn the pavement. People want to know what makes possible.
Rusty.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot.
Rusty,
crusty. Legs on
yeah.
head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds, rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving a show. But
Can you rock it like that?
what you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like
Rock it, feel.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ooh, this gonna kill you. When I say this gonna kill you.
The first carry now. This is Johnson.
That's Chris Johnson.
5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
That's all I do.
Blitz are still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
He hit me so hard.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third to see routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes
I thought I had him. I thought I had him.
And he's got it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go for the 40. Here's Wilson.
Good pass.
He's got the hook to down Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options.
Dang it. He was wide open too.
They sack him back right around the 30. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Look, 5 yards already on the third down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Johnson running right.
Johnson,
They'll
no!
get him down about 3 yards short of first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no
That's a
gain.
first!
And boy,
That's
this
a...
is going to be close. That mark looks
Thank
a little
you.
short.
Whoa.
He didn't get there. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires.
What is
And
this
crowd
game?
loves
That
it as
was
their guys
clearly
hold on the opening
in.
drive.
What the freak, dude?
The first carry now. This is
Where did
Alvin
you go?
Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Mahomes steps away to his left.
What did
Mahomes
it?
can't
Did
get
it bubble?
away, and down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's to his running
Let's
back.
go.
It's
Yes, sir.
Alvin Kamara.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Call it a gain of 5.
Yes, sir.
It'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage.
See, I knew it
you
down.
throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big
Good
play.
stuff.
You know, they create a play,
See?
run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy
Oh,
call.
you do the FB.
They're gonna
You
go
do
for
the
this on
FB.
4th and yard. They give it off here. to the end. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the
Let's go,
first.
baby.
They stop him right
Get
at
that
the
ball
line
back,
of
baby.
scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on down.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I knew the play. You always do that.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to realize it because we
CJ,
always
you
talk
wanna know
about the guys
something?
out wide and how acrobatic they are, but that tight end,
I actually threw it to the wrong
easier
person.
throws, they
I was
become a
supposed to
bigger
throw
and
it to the
bigger
tight
weapon
end.
as the NFL evolves.
Fielded about a yard
But I
deep.
got licky. Ooh, we can go, boy.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the
To the
30-yard
30?
line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
See, I've been a long. Hey guys,
Here
I've
the
been a long
Vikings
down
now to
defense
start
on
their
this.
next drive.
on this
And
formation.
last time out, went for it on 4th down.
I'm still
Turned it
testing
over,
this
gave them great
formation.
field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in
What
the
the
chain
freak?
of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused
Oh,
every
yeah,
bit of
right
it,
now.
but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen.
that's a run.
Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't
What?
pick up their end of the bargain.
What? He
So now
didn't
they've got to
move?
come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
He didn't fumble.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to
Go.
take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your games. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Oh yeah, he tied
6
now,
yards
baby.
to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, better run a different play. Yeah, better run the same play.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He'll find
Think
his
you
tight
go.
end, Seals Jones.
I threw you.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion,
Oh,
and that
you
makes
doing
it
the same
2nd and
freaking
9.
play. And you do the same freaking play.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mahomes going to throw.
Why did you do a mesh?
Completes it to Ron. No gain at all on the play there. That'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th.
God dang.
Receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
How is your freaking line you play receiver?
Result in 23 yards, but that's the case.
Oh,
First down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
He will get lucky yesterday.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one
get out of here, Will? Do you help?
Or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down.
Take out 3
that way you don't lose any yards.
Wait, why are you taking it?
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive.
Telephone broadcasters too.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you're looking for chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give them 19. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Wilson. Screen play, Johnson. With a burst, a 1st down or more.
Let's go!
New Orleans. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, he's used to running at that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
How many plays did that take? 1?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Good job, 8 pick.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the 1st rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
I feel great. Balls in the night time.
Mahomes now to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set
You
up
ain't
a
calling that
third down.
timeout?
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Man, it's Moss complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on first and 10. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. He bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you cross town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Wait, no, he gonna be looking at what I run. He gonna know all my
Vikings
plays.
now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
Oh, my God.
And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a
We
good
only got
one.
87 speed.
It'll be a gain of 7.
Hey, what's up, Stephon?
Here's Mahomes to throw.
My boy.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Mahomes.
Doing this for my fame, you dig? Ooh, I
The
was
center
safe.
of the field, but it's incomplete.
Bet.
Devontae Parker was the intended receiver.
I know you used to be whooping CJ
CD with
Stephon.
that incompletion. Let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as the main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Lyman?
Well,
What the
tradition
heck? I know Lyman's
and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next, and rightly so because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this
Nowhere to escape,
Punt
and
that.
he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz,
I know what
and
it
even though
is.
people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get
Turn on
there.
Jet, boy.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on
I did
the
that on
return.
purpose. I did
And
it on
the Saints will
purpose.
take
Just to
over
do
with a
this.
first
What?
down and 10.
Just to do this on you. I'm good.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field,
I know I'm
shutting them
going
down,
to
not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
They're trying to show they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick
Turn it on.
came in there hard
Turn
on
it
the
up.
blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of
Come on, we need to
scrimmage.
turn this.
After the sack, it's
We turn
second
this up.
and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Wilson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Ooh, get the
Left
toes
side,
in,
he caught
Beckham.
it, but out of bounds, according to the
Toes
headlinesman.
in.
Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Get them
Pass
toes
on
in.
that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From midfield now,
Got
here's Wilson. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 22.
Thank you.
You can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Let's go.
Saints.
Yo, what, boy?
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
They'll
try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Shoot.
He's going to walk deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Randy Moss. 67 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player.
Blocking it.
Here, 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
I got ski.
At their own 26-yard line.
Yo, boy. Got ski.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
Let's go, OBJ.
This is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. Room here to run. Chris Johnson, nobody in front of him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Too fast for y'all,
Chris Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I remember saying play this whole defense the whole time.
And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown
the same formation.
Pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. things again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left. Got his man complete. And all the way
But you gonna do that same play? But you gonna do that same play?
A big play there for Minnesota. 43
my
yards. He's got a first down and much more
He's
inside
slow.
the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
And he already out of
Another
breath.
big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now here's Mahomes.
Watch, you go.
This will be caught by Randy Moss.
Oh, good
Able to
work.
get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Watch, you
A
gonna
good
choke.
gain again. That's now
You gonna
31
choke.
yards combined on
You
those
gonna
last
choke.
2 plays.
gonna
The Vikings
choke,
going to
bud.
signal for their first
gonna
of their
choke.
timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this foot. And he will take this one into
Did
the
you
end
just try to
zone
do-
for a Viking touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run.
Woo!
End result,
17-38.
6 points.
Touchdown.
17-38.
Extra point good by Gostkowski.
17-28.
And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
17-38.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Shoot, I ran the wrong way.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Left up,
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Bro, what is?
It's a gain
You
of
got
11
like,
as the Vikings
like
pick
a
up the
hybrid
first.
type lineman.
Decent
What
start
the
to the drive there. Of
heck?
course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the
What?
sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Mahomes, the quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard
Straight.
line.
I'm up
The
8.
quick slant, good for 8 and a first. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll get in.
Shoot.
Touchdown,
Shoot.
Minnesota.
Shoot!
Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are back within a single score.
Oh, you going for 2. This boy going for 2.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
I'm on the camera. I remember this.
Mahomes will throw for
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And this is caught. They got it.
Can you play?
That could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal.
He ain't coming back, guys. Just saying.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
9 rushes for 100.
I'm actually chirping Jimmy on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
You got him to run, did
To
you?
his left. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from
For real?
earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson.
I thought I was
and he'll get this
gone.
up past the 45 to the
I thought I
47.
was gone.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Wilson wants to throw it.
Safety. Little ball.
Can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On
Block
third down,
everybody.
Johnson.
Block. That's all I need.
Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
And he's tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing now is Wilson. That's caught by Howard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. From the red zone now,
shoot,
here's Wilson
shoot.
on first down.
Little ball
Can't get
dude.
rid of it. He's
It's
taken
straight.
down.
That's game. Come on, run the play, run the play, run the play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Alright,
A
Chad.
lot of scoring. There's no
Sorry.
doubt about that. And
Let
this
him
one,
come back,
Charles,
but it's
points,
straight.
They were not at a premium. They
We're
were
gonna have a
pretty
strong
easy to
win
come
next
by.
time.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't
That's
it?
it for
Because
today.
both teams.
Alright, peace. I'm probably gonna stream Fortnite later on though.